Okay, so we are back at Forgotten Worlds with Alan, the owner, who we're going to be kind of taking a look around some of your nice, rare items,
no
aren't
problem.
we?
Yeah.
But having spent kind of a good amount of time here now, I'm just kind of wondering, like, what was your inspiration for this shop? Why did it come to be so cool?
Totally accident. Needed a storage unit because of situation, having to find a house, couldn't get anywhere to store my stuff. It was mainly just online. I sold all the Japanese stuff. Found a storage unit and thought, quite big, put a wee shop front on it, see what happens, try and pay the rent, and it just kind of went from there. So no plan, it just happened.
Yeah, and it just grew to this. We got figures and consoles from all over the world.
I didn't even do UK games before
Really?
that, but everyone came in and started trading in, so started doing UK games and then everything else kicked off from there. Yeah.
So you started then with the Japanese stuff.
Yeah.
That was your bread and butter.
Yeah, just online, on Facebook, eBay, and then doing shows where I met you at kind of some of the shows and that, and then, did quite well off it. And then, it's a horrible thing to say, but lockdown was quite busy just because people were in the house, and then ended up kind of just here somehow.
Yeah. I think the Wii's went really well, didn't they, in lockdown, because everyone needed to exercise and gaming just kind of took off on a bit of a boom.
You couldn't give them away before.
No.
And
now
suddenly it was a hot
trading them
item.
back in.
Yeah. Price went up and then it came back down again.
Yeah. So we're going to be taking a look around and looking at some rare stuff. So make sure you guys sit back and enjoy. If you want to see a full tour of this place, I'll link it in the cards, as well as the episode of By the List that we did. And shout out to everybody that thinks I kind of slam things down really hard. It's very difficult to hold a phone, isn't it? And put things
I
down.
try and do it as well, and I can't do it at all. Yes.
I'm so sorry if I have slammed things down very difficult, like very hardly. But anyway, I digress. We'll go and take a look at some of the stuff. Let's do it. Let's go.
What did you during COVID?
Got this during COVID, yeah?
So probably about lost track, it's about 4 years.
Okay.
But obviously the damage here wasn't great.
Did you buy it kind of like this?
No, I bought it and it was all complete and all that, but just the shipping over from Japan, it basically disintegrated. They're really, I don't know if you know, they're really, really brittle and they're incredibly hard to ship. The only way people have managed to ship them, like, you see those big noodle things you get for swimming? Yeah. Apparently wrapping them in them, they absorb all the hits. So that's the only way people have been, but I didn't know that before I bought this one.
But they're heavy though, aren't they? I mean,
yeah, they are. I mean, I think it's 12 kilos, I think it is.
12 kilos, my goodness.
So,
and does it have both the games in it? Or the
it does, it does. So just need to get...
So we're just testing this out, guys.
Video and audio out.
This is the Holy Grail.
Step down here.
These things used to be able to rent in Japanese hotels back in the day. So you could kind of veg out in your hotel, play some of the built-in games. I believe it was Star Fox, Super Mario Kart. I've wanted one for quite some time, and I've missed out on a few occasions on Japanese auctions and yada, yada, yada. But I came up yesterday. Of course, you've seen the episodes I've already put out here. And I chucked my bag down there, and lo and behold, this thing is sat. So I messaged Alan and we're like, right, let's get it tested in this episode. So the good news is, guys, we have a green light on the Super Famicom hotel box.
Yeah, I just need to figure out how to use the TV that Andrew tests on.
Oh my God, it works, it works.
Right. So I think without the key, it's default just going to come on as on.
Yep.
So not the most graceful solution.
So I bet these keys here, do you reckon they're like universal?
Yeah, they'll be the same as the ones for the arcade. So I think that's to get into the coin box, I think.
Okay.
I'll message Andrew before you go. We'll see if he knows where the keys are for anything.
Sound.
But yeah, right, so you've got Mario. Right, we'll put on Mario Kart, obviously.
My favourite game in the world.
Really?
Absolutely. The most nostalgic I feel, nostalgic I feel is definitely for Super Mario Kart.
See, I'm the same because I will admit that the Wii version is the best Mario Kart.
Yes,
but this is my favourite just because I was old.
Alan is rocking it. Isn't it weird? Your muscle memory just knows what to click. You don't even need to read Japanese. You've just got it locked in.
You've got to go Koopa Troopa as well, haven't you? So
it works.
It's a really nice wee picture quality you get out of it as well, actually. So
I'm absolutely elated. So how is Koopa your favourite character?
Him and Toad were basically the ones that were the good all-rounders, weren't they? So, I mean, I know other ones were faster, but Yeah.
See, Yoshi is my guy on this. Yoshi is the
okay.
one.
Geez,
I know a lot of the
forgot about it.
speedrunners use Donkey Kong. I'm not sure why, but it
I think
works.
the top speed's faster
Okay,
for the bigger characters like him and Bowser,
nice.
but just for the kind of all round, I can't remember what button does. No, it's that button.
Awesome.
This could be me for the day, actually.
This is it now. That's the end of the episode. See you later, guys. Bye. I need a few seconds of your time to tell you about channel memberships. If you guys want to become a channel member, click join from the main page or the second link in the description. There are 3 tiers, all with different perks for you if you want to become a team member. Thanks for your time. Let's continue with the video. We have a briefcase, which is, what are we looking at, Alan?
So this is the Resident Evil or Biohazard in Japan 5th anniversary briefcase set. So you've got really cool things like there's dog tags in there. You've got...
We'll show you close-ups as well on B-roll,
so
guys.
kind of, there's a ring in
like
here
a
which I
police
can
badge?
never get out yet. Oh jeez, oh.
Wow.
So good jewellery as well.
So we got this police badge, we've got this kind of ring, and whatever
I think
this
that's
is.
the T-cell, that's the virus apparently.
That's got some weight on it.
Yeah, solid. It's not real silver, but it's
Ooh.
similar. Yeah,
Oh wow.
that's nice.
That's also got some weight on it.
Yeah, it's not a cheap tacky box set.
They've gone all out
That,
with
that's
this.
really light though. That's dog tags.
What does it say? It
I
says,
think it's Raccoon City Police.
yeah.
These are just the instructions for the games, and then in here we have. I'll put all this here.
This is incredible.
It's a really nice box set, and this came out. God, what's Biohazard? 25 years at least, isn't it? So this must have been out a long time ago. So
They always make it so faffy, whoever
Yep.
kind of designs
And I
these
am.
special editions, I'm exactly the same. In fact, when I open boxes, sometimes I accidentally rip them because I'm just so heavy-handed.
that's a Westcliff Report DVD. I think it was only available with this box set.
Check it out, guys.
You got Code Veronica with it on the PS2, which had just come out. Wow. This is nice. So that's a nice big, oops.
Oh, wow.
So
Look at this.
it tells you there, so Biohazard 1 and 2, there is 2 empty gaps there. They'd left them like that, I think, for maybe the next game that came out.
It's a really nice condition, like box as well. I mean, look at the quality, the
Even
build.
the artwork on the front of the box is pretty nice there as well. So
Check it out, guys. We'll come behind. We'll show you a special B-roll as well. But that is truly just
that
phenomenal.
was like a big spine card almost that went round the cardboard
Around
box
the
kind of
thing.
thing as well. So yeah, it's a really nice box set, really hard to get hold of these days as well.
Do you know how many were made at all, or roughly?
I think it was 5,000 in total.
Seems to be the kind of
it's not-
standard
yeah.
number, doesn't it?
I wasn't sure if it was
5,000.
numbered on the box, but for some reason that's my memory, maybe 5,000.
Yeah.
So yeah,
5,000.
Nice.
Wicked. Nice.
So yeah, cool. The Gundam RX-78 computer, which you don't see very often.
No,
but-
this whole kind of section caught my eye yesterday.
Yeah, this
I
is the
was like,
section I like, but I mean, there's a laser active there as well, which you don't see very often.
Where are we looking?
So
This is where
that's
mine
the
are.
laser active. So that's the
Yes.
one. I think you probably know. You can put the different modules in it for Mega Drive and PC Engine and stuff like that. and
I
you can-
didn't know that, but this is
So-
where this is a great episode.
Stupidly expensive when it came out, so it didn't do very well.
Okay.
They're called packs, and you could just plug them in. So you could have a karaoke one, a Mega Drive one, and a PC Engine one. So it could play all the cartridges and all the CDs, but then they brought out some games on Laserdisc using the bigger storage,
Wow.
and they go for a lot of money. And you can link it up to this. This is actually a Pioneer MSX, which looks like a bit of home cinema. It comes with a keyboard and all that, but it's got an option in it to link up the Laserdisc player to it as well. It's really, really cool.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's a nice kind of setup.
A nice piece of kit
there's-
indeed.
You know, lots of weird stuff like the Turbo Express. That's the American one, which is a bit annoying because the hue cards are region locked. and getting American games is a nightmare.
Is it? How many? Do you know how many games were released on this? Because I know a lot of the American viewers mentioned this to me at Siege actually.
Yeah, so
Siege Expo.
the game like Magical Chase on that, the American one goes for maybe about $7,000 or $8,000. It's
Goodness
stupidly expensive.
gracious.
I think there was less than 100 came out in America, but my knowledge of American stuff's not great. There's probably about 700 Japanese releases for it.
Yeah. So was it more popular in Japan then? Would you say? Yeah.
But you can get a wee cartridge adapter for it to make it region free, but they're really hard to get now. The other option people go for when they get an American one now is just to put a wee EverDrive in it, because that's region free. So
multi-game cartridge, Turbo Graphics.
Do you know, I don't have a problem with them, because who's going to buy Magical Chase at all that price, you know? So that's, I don't have a great issue with them. It's a good solution.
Maybe let us know in the comments, does anybody have, what is it called, Magical Chase?
Magical Chase.
Magical Chase on the Turbo Graphics. Let us know in the comment section if you own a copy of that game for this beautiful handheld.
And let us know where your address is and when you're going on holiday.
We'll be straight round.
It's a great machine. That one's all been recapped and all that as well.
So this is nice and fresh, recapped. Perfect, lovely,
but
lovely.
Nice. And then there's some really weird stuff like the Arcadia is almost like, that was when the Intellivision and the Atari were out a long time ago.
So it's got that 80s vibe to it, hasn't it? Very
totally,
80s
with the very happy family on it that are not even looking at the screen or anything
life,
like that.
Yeah. Caption this, guys. Let's go.
Yeah, delighted. And then the Casio Loopy, the console that they thought they would market as being exclusively for girls.
Yeah, it does very much so appear that way.
And it's like, I think there's only 11 games on it, and they're all basically just dressing up characters.
Fair enough, yeah.
Before they actually realise that girls just like good games. It doesn't have to be...
Yeah, let's not kind of split the genders there, guys.
I know.
Anyone could play that, even men might like that, which is totally fine.
Definitely,
Absolutely.
but it's a very limited appeal, just dressing people up. And then again, I just bought this because it was really cool. It's an actual Gundam RX-78 computer. I've never seen another one. And the games for it are just really hard to get. I've never even had a game for it, but you switch it on, it comes up with like a programming language, just like the old Spectrums back in the day and stuff like that.
So what year was this released then, do you know?
I think it...
80s, isn't it? It's like oozing 80s.
If it tells me, for some reason I think it was 82.
Okay.
But I'm not... Yeah, it's not...
We'll go with 82.
Yeah,
it's a year older than me.
All right, okay, rub it in. Yeah, I'm 76, so... I'm not 76 years old, but I feel like it.
1976, guys, not 70.
But yeah, it's a cool... I like buying in weird stuff.
Yeah.
So.
And I think that's the charm of the shop. It's just packed full. As you know, if you guys watching have seen the kind of tour episode, you'll see how much cool stuff is in here. It's just a wonder world of incredible things. It's amazing.
Ice hockey's a really interesting one on the...
This one right here.
Basically the Japanese master system. It was the Sega Mark III. This one, it's on the document, there's only 100, less than 100 of that produced.
Less than 100.
It was a competition prize with the Famitsu, the Beat magazine in Japan.
Okay.
Yeah, we have ironically put only £1,400 on the thing there because it's £1,400, quite a lot of money. But
if there's a Master System collector knocking about,
fun enough, there's a guy in the shop on Sunday and he bought a £380 Mark III game, and he's only got 2 more games to get for the full set, but he's got that and he paid more than that for it as well.
Phenomenal. So that's cheaper than what he paid for it, isn't it? Which is,
but it's just, the UK version's about £6.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's just a really common game, but it never got an official release in Japan, so some people don't count it as part of the full set. You know, like the Lakers versus Celtic in the Mega Drive, some people don't count that because they just know they can't get it.
Yes, so, that game. Have you ever seen it?
Not in person, no.
Wow.
I mean, I've seen photos of it because I bought a lot of stuff off Glenn Edwards, you probably know.
Name rings a bell.
He used to have a courier company, but he had the full set of Mega Drive games. In fact, I bought that off him actually.
Nice.
He had a massive collection of stuff and he had 2 copies of it apparently.
Oh
so.
wow, there you go. Some
Must
people...
be nice to just have...
Must be nice just to have the rarest games on earth.
It's 10 grand, I'll take 2, I'll take 2 copies of that, I'll make it rarer, I'll buy all of them,
Just take it all, mate.
Yeah.
Right.
So the controller there, the Players No Limit, so so it was a guy, Paul I always forget to say McGilvery or something. He worked in there and he just sold me it.
I've got one of them.
Have you?
Yeah.
It's nice, isn't it? It's nice.
Yeah.
You've got damage in the box, which is quite irritating. But do you know, I don't know if I like the joypad though.
No.
It's weird. I'd much rather have the Astrobot one.
Oh yeah, we need to get, you need a surplus of Astrobots.
Yeah,
We were just
yeah.
talking about this, Ellen and I, how cool Astrobot is on the PS5. If you've not played it,
Yeah, it's one of the few modern games that I'd really recommend. It's amazing. It's amazing. Yeah.
yeah.
We've got obviously Panzer Dragoon Saga in there, which is not cheap, but it's in nice condition. Random WWE game signed by Stone Cold Steve Austin, so that's quite cool.
And then what about the kind of Coca-Cola
so
Dreamcast?
the Coca-Cola Dreamcast, it's basically all I can find out is they said between 2 and 50 of them had been made. I've had 2 of them, so I know it's at least 2, but it was basically a competition prize in Japan. Coca-Cola got together with Sega, and all that is, it's basically just got a small Coca-Cola logo on it. At least it's not a sticker you can peel off, which would be quite annoying.
You know, I guess if you wanted to cheat, you could put a sticker on there.
You could, but you would know you're cheating though, so that's not good. So yeah, incredibly rare. It's going to be a hard sell, but it's just cool to have in.
It's brilliant. Is that the box for it at the back?
Yeah, so it's just a standard Dreamcast box. There's not even anything different on the box, so any Dreamcast box would have did the trick. You don't see many of them boxed, actually. There's other random bits in here, like Harmful Park is one of the more expensive Japanese shoot-em-ups. Castlevania in there. Stranded Kids is another. It's really, really hard to get that, actually, the Konami Game Boy game.
Never heard of that one.
It's a really cool game, actually. These aren't locked, they're just display. So yeah, it's a really cool game, but really, really hard to get. And
it's in nice condition as well. It's like really, the box is in lovely condition.
You ever seen that, the Famitsu?
No.
You want to see that out of the box?
Yeah, let's check this out.
This is nice.
So we're breaking the boxes. Let me show you guys the quality of this as well. Check that out. Beautiful condition. I didn't even know it existed. And this is one of the great things about doing episodes like this, guys, is we get to see some of the really nice bits out in the community. Oh,
that's nice, isn't it?
What
that's
on
nice.
earth are you doing to me? This is beautiful.
Yeah, it's quite nice.
So it's that kind of transparent Game Boy Pocket with the original colour, the kind of, I know, like burgundy-ish buttons. Look at that. What's the story behind this, Alan?
So Famitsu magazine in Japan's that big that they got to do their own limited edition Game Boy. So yeah, it's really cool. Model F for Famitsu, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
It's Gamer's Order series, so I'm assuming you maybe had to order it through the magazine, some sort of promotional thing, maybe for subscribers, but it's really cool.
That's incredible.
I was going to say I've had 2, but the same person, I ended up buying it back off them, and that's that one again because they moved to America, so they sold all their collection. But yeah, it's really cool.
Do you get people bringing stuff back in that you've sold if they do move on?
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah, just life changing basically, and obviously in the current economy as well, it's not great for people.
It's not great at all.
Games are a luxury, obviously. If you can. That's how I started, was having to sell my stuff to feed my kids and stuff like that. So yeah, it has to happen.
And look how well you've done. This beautiful store that we are studying. I'm so blessed to be here. I'm so happy to be here. This is incredible.
Glad to have you here as well.
It's been on my bucket list for a long time. I've known Alan through the expos for 5 or 6 years, maybe a long time doing the.
You're always giving me in trouble for having the expensive games up for people to just grab as well. Yep.
Alan, why are they on the front there? What's going on?
But you do have a good point because I get a lot of them stolen. So
don't be that person.
No, don't be that
stealing
person.
Games
because if we catch you,
it's game over. The police are on the way to your house, mate.
There's other like Sunset Riders is really quite expensive as well, and do you know? I get a lot of hate for this, right? I really don't like Knights. I think it's an awful game, but I'm in the minority, it seems.
I'm also in the minority.
Good.
I don't like it.
I just don't click with it. People say you need to do it like a kind of like a chain for high school and all that. It was pretty.
Yeah.
And I put a comment in my Facebook group saying this is going to be a really bad version of a really bad game. And everyone hated me for it. So, yeah, but it's incredibly rare, which is why it's expensive. But yeah, I don't.
So, is it like it's not Japanese? This is
no, this is a UK one sort of thing. So yeah, but It's never been taken out of the blister pack because probably somebody else thought Knights was rubbish and didn't play it. So
I think
yeah.
if you get the right collector in that loves the
Yeah.
Sega Saturn and loves Knights, this is a lovely collector.
It gets a lot of attention, but then obviously the price is quite prohibitive. But yeah.
But that's what it is. It's rare, isn't
Yeah,
it? So I
yeah.
guess you know you get what you pay for.
But
So
still not a good game.
still not a good game. Let us know. Are you a fan of Knights? We want to hear from you in the comments.
Out the cabinet.
Let's check it. Let's check this Lego Commodore 64. When was this released? I never knew this existed.
It was recent. It was done
Oh
for.
wow! Watch me break it. I'm not even going to handle
Honestly,
it because I will break
someone
this.
dropped this off. I used to be on a shelf in the shop, and someone dropped it, and it just went
No.
everywhere. But luckily, there's a girl comes in who is like one of those. What do you call it? A savant or something with Lego.
Right.
She just put it all back together.
Did she?
Yeah. So fully
This
working.
is a fully working
Yeah.
Commodore 64.
The colour they claim is called Stormputer because it's a Stormtrooper colour from Star Wars, and they tried to make a name fit. But it was done for, I think it was Crash. They did a modern version of Crash, the magazine for Commodore 64.
Yeah.
And they got it. One of the guys that comes in here sometimes did a lot of reviews for it, and it was him that had this.
Wow.
And he said, "Do you want to buy it?" And I thought, it's really cool.
Why not?
It's probably never going to sell, but when am I going to get a chance to get a Commodore 64
Exactly.
made out of Lego?
Made out of Lego. With
Yeah.
one right here in.
Yeah, you can
Part
actually,
World.
apparently you can buy like the kit for it and all that now, but you won't get, they don't do it in this colour. I
Okay.
don't know. Seems to me like you could just get Lego and
I
build
never
it.
knew
But
it existed.
yeah, it's cool. It's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got a wee USB solution with it with all the software on it as well, so you don't have to load
right
in through
there.
tapes and stuff like that as well. But yeah, it's
Unbelievable.
got all the ports and everything on it,
Yeah.
so proper Commodore 64.
It's phenomenal.
I crap myself every time I pick it up though. I think I'm going to drop this. I'm going to drop this.
I'll turn it
know.
off just so
Really,
we'll turn
really,
it off.
really. Well, Jim, so it's really, really nice.
1,000 of them.
Yeah.
Pokemon. Oh yeah, the Pokemon Center label
Yeah,
there.
so it's very exclusive. So it's a nice console. It looks on the
I was
of it
just
and
gonna
that,
say,
so it's
what is
really,
it
really
like on the
nice.
back? So we've got a little bit of colour here with the
Yeah.
flame.
So in Japan, the LL version of the extra large,
Okay.
the XL thing. So
Yeah,
yeah,
that was my next question. What's the LL? Because I
Yeah.
haven't got one of
there's
those.
another
in my
couple I've
collection.
had in, but it's just the LL, but they just changed the letter. But yeah, nice.
It's
and
lovely,
sweet.
yeah. It's real
Yeah.
nice. Cool.
So yeah, somebody actually supposed to be buying that off us just now.
So in last week's episode, we did the tour and you saw me pick up this Super Nintendo. Now I've been umming and ahhing over it. We're going to take a look inside because it's a variant that I don't own, albeit a very basic variant, but not a variant you see that often. So let's check it out.
It's not exactly mint condition, I'm
I
afraid,
know,
but yeah.
someone's tried to stick it.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
dearie, dearie
What's the effort,
me.
I suppose, yeah.
Has it got the voucher in it? Not that obviously
Well,
I know it
we
wouldn't
check.
be
It probably wouldn't be
Shall we
valid,
have a
yeah.
look? It's
I'm not sure. I don't think this one's
like
exactly what you
the
would call collector's
paperwork.
quality sort of thing.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, at least the console's reasonably clean. The game's in there as well. But yeah, I don't see a voucher unless it's going to be just the
The
instructions.
instruction manual.
Yeah. So, yeah, not exactly collector's quality, but
Still nice.
yeah.
I'm in an ahhing over it. I'm in an ahhing. I think they did a Zelda one as well with where the Star Wing
I've
sticker
never
is. It
seen
was like
that.
a Zelda.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
No, I've never seen that. That'd be cool.
It's
That'd be worth a
cool.
lot of money if it's got Zelda
Yeah,
on it, probably.
yeah. It's a great game, Link to the Past, of course.
Star Fox was, well, I call it Star Fox. I remember buying the American one on import when it came out. Had to borrow money off my dad for it at the time.
Did you really?
Actually,
Back in the
it was about
day.
£95, and that was about, what, 98 maybe?
Wow.
So when you work out that, that's like about £1,000 in money.
Yeah.
I don't know, it was a lot
Yeah.
of money.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was worth it. It was a good game.
Yeah.
It seemed like you were playing the future at the time
Yes,
as well.
yeah,
so.
the Super FX chip really did help to, I think,
Yeah.
solidify the Super Nintendo.
Oh, definitely.
You know.
Yeah, Sega copied it with the SVP chip
Yeah,
for virtual
yeah,
racing as
Virtual
well, didn't they?
Racer,
Which
yeah.
was good. Which was good.
Yeah, yeah.
The stunt race on the SNES was really good as well. I
Yeah.
remember liking that.
Yeah,
So.
it's wicked. Are this and the other SNES console the only ones you've got in?
Just now, yeah, yeah. There should be an unboxed one or two, but
Okay.
the consoles have taken a bit of a hammer recently.
Yeah. It's hard to get box Super Nintendo.
It is. Somebody bought one Sunday actually. It was just the Mario All Stars. No, sorry, the Mario World version, the old
Okay.
one. But yeah, we had that one in, but that's way.
Yeah, yeah. Cool.
Yeah. Everyone seems to want a Super Nintendo, as they should.
SNES for the
As they
win.
should.
It's the best
Yep.
console.
It's my
Changed
favourite console of all
mind.
time. Mine. I actually bought it. Do you know Quang? You probably, everyone knows
Yeah,
Quang.
I know
Yeah.
Quang. Yeah,
So
shout out
he,
to Quang.
yeah, so got it from him.
Here we go.
Yeah.
So there's only 100 of them.
Official, I mean, people have done bootlegs of them, kind of thing, but
My God.
it's interesting because you can actually link two Virtual Boys up to do versus play
Can
if you've
you
got two copies of
really?
it.
Well,
I
you
did
do
it.
have a Virtual Boy
Yeah,
right there, a
yeah.
Japanese one.
Do you know, underrated system? I know it's not great for
100%,
your
yeah,
eyesight and all
yeah.
that, but Jack Brothers on it's amazing.
Right,
Really good,
yeah.
and Wario and all that. So good system. But yeah, Street Fighter or hyper fighting is
Incredible.
really nice.
And that
So,
artwork never gets tiresome,
no,
does
no,
it?
it
I mean,
doesn't.
guys, check it out.
It
Look at
works.
that. Even the screenshots on the back, they actually do a great service there. So, yeah, even though it's all in red, it's wicked.
Yeah, I think someone's unofficially working on a Mario Kart conversion for it from the SNES one as well.
I'll
So
take that
that'd
all
be pretty
day
good
long.
in 3D. Yeah.
Take it all day long.
Yeah. So
Cool. Nice.
that there's what else? That's like Sega. I don't know how much you know about your Sega history. So these are the ones before the Master System. So that's the SC3000. They will work on a Japanese Mark III, which is what the Master System was.
Right.
Again, just cartridges like that. So
Yeah. Quite big, aren't they? Like,
yeah, big and
kind of
chunky, like
Atari.
Atari 2600. Yeah.
Yeah.
So them, and
Awesome.
then
This is this
so the kind of
Japanese
gold
stuff,
boxes
more.
there. The boxes are a bit right. These are. So that's Japanese. That's Alex Kidd.
Alex Kidd.
Yeah.
So
Not the
iconic.
kid, not Alex the Kid. It's just Alex Kidd.
Alex Kidd.
Yeah. So the boxes are beautiful. The gold boxes, I really like them. But we only got about, I think it was about 65 games in Japan, but we got millions.
Yeah.
So it's one of the few times we get a better deal in the UK, I think. Didn't get Sonic or Golden Axe or anything on it, Strider. But
Really? But Alex Kidd, they've clearly got that.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Random Virtual Boy game in the wrong box.
Oh yeah,
as well.
Mario Clash.
Yeah, that's a nice one. Oops,
Yeah,
sorry.
that's all right. Never even heard of that one.
Oh, it's nice. It's nice.
It's wicked.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
It's a nice machine. Good
Yeah,
idea.
it is. It's
It's
underrated.
a good idea.
Got it there.
And,
Is that
yeah.
the only machine you've got in?
Yeah, it's the only one. Well, we've got a
It's
couple
a
unboxed
really
ones
nice
upstairs that need
condition.
some work, but yeah, that's the only one.
Awesome. So, thank you again to Alan for showing us around. I'm happy to say that this is coming home with me, and some of you might be going, oh my goodness, it's cracked, la, la, la. First of all, I'm happy with this. I think we should kind of look at getting this bit 3D printed, which my brother does. Alan thinks that's a great idea. And yeah, I'm just kind of blown away because Alan like kindly gifted that to me for filming, and I didn't ask before anyone kind of kicks off and goes, so thank you to Alan. Please come to Forgotten Worlds. I will link episode 1 and 2 in the cards. I'll link all the socials in the description. Go and check them out. And if you are in Scotland or you want to make a trip here, you must come to Forgotten Worlds. This place is amazing. Cheers.